Hey everyone, thank you for joining me for another episode of Heal, Learn and Grow for Purposeful Living, your favorite faith and wellness podcast. I am your host, Morale. If you are new here, welcome to this amazing channel. And if you're already part of the HLG tribe, thank you for coming back and chilling with me so we can have some good conversation. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and let's continue to grow the HLG tribe, man. Hope you guys are all good. Today's conversation is going to be something a little bit on the light side of things. We are a faith and wellness channel after all, so I think it's going to be more on the wellness side of things today. Just some light-hearted conversation about what body changes I've been experiencing since I've turned 40. I am 41. I know a lot of people don't like talking about their age, but I don't have a problem with it. I've just turned 41 recently. And ever since I hit the 40 mark, man, life has just been good. I have a fresh perspective on life. I see things differently. My views on certain things have changed. Just my overall perspective on life has changed. And with that being said, my overall body changes have also changed as well. And some have left me gobsmacked, shocked. Some I'm absolutely loving, and some I just don't like. So yeah, that's basically what today's conversation is about. If you are over 40 and experiencing some body changes, things that you've noticed that have changed in your body, hit me up in the comments. Let's have a conversation about it, what you're liking, what you're loving, and what has shocked you. So without wasting too much time, I'm going to start with the things that have shocked me. The stuff that has shocked me has been quite a few things. And I think one of the first things that have really shocked me has been the memory, the memory loss, the brain fog, the forgetfulness. That has shocked me because I am somebody that normally remembers stuff. My husband always says, you're good with dates, you're good with remembering things from years ago, you're good with remembering things from last week. You know, I was always somebody that could retain information and remember things. And now I'm finding that I'm not as good as I was. I forget things a lot. I am not able to retain information as well as I used to, especially like when I'm reading or meditating on the word or, just like studying for things that I need to do, like Sunday school, or I find that I've got to take notes because if I don't take notes, then I won't be able to remember the information. So the memory loss in the brain fog has definitely shocked me. It's not bad. I hope it doesn't get worse. I know there are things that you can take for that. I'm not one that likes taking medication. We'll get to that. But yeah, that's something that's left me shocked. Another thing is the mood swings. Now, I never used to get mood swings. I wasn't somebody that, I've never been a moody person. A lot of people think of me as a moody person, but I'm actually not. But what I've noticed now is that, especially like during PMS time, pre-menstruation, I am very moody, very emotional. My hormones are out of sorts. I can cry at the drop of a hat. And I probably used to do these things before, but I never really took note of it. But now that I'm being more aware of what's happening to my body and the changes that are happening with my body, I'm noticing, especially like I said, that week leading up to my period, yeah, man, the mood swings are real. And shame, my poor husband is the one that bears the brunt, and my daughter bears the brunt of those mood swings. So normally when it's that time, I would normally say to them, look, I'll isolate myself, or I'd want to be on my own so that I can go through my emotions and my moods by myself. So that's also something that is, because I just feel like it crept up on me out of nowhere. Yeah. And if that's a thing. My food portions, please tell me if this is you. My food portions are a lot smaller. I don't eat as big as I used to, and I get full a lot quicker. I don't know if it's a thing. I don't know if it's because of crossing over. I don't know if it's because my body's going through changes. I don't know if it's just a seasonal thing. But yeah, I've noticed that I don't eat as much like for lunch or for dinner. I don't eat like big portions like I used to. I nibble a lot, which is probably not good because I don't always nibble on healthy things. But yeah, I noticed that my food portions are definitely a lot smaller. And I'm not complaining about that because I see it sometimes in my weight, and which is another thing I'll talk about of the things that I dislike. And then what's the exhaustion, guys? The exhaustion and the fatigue is a thing. I am constantly exhausted. Now, I know that I have low iron deficiency. I have a problem with my iron. So I'm taking vitamins for that. And I know there's also foods that you can eat that produce iron, which I do eat, your meats and chickens and vegetables and all. I do eat foods that contain a lot of iron. But I'm just fatigued, and I think it's something I actually need to see a doctor about that. But is anybody else experiencing like just exhaustion and fatigue, particularly over like the 40-50 mark? What is going on with this? I'm like constantly tired, and it's not to say that I don't have a good night's sleep. I sleep well. I sleep for a good 7 to 8 hours every single night. But some days I'll wake up like feeling super, super exhausted, super tired. I got to drag myself out of bed. I got to drag myself through the day. I don't drink energy drinks. I just don't. But yeah, that's something also that's left me like, what is going on? The exhaustion and the fatigue. Is there something that I can take? What can I take for it? What can I do? But I definitely will be seeing a doctor for that. So those are some of the things that shock me. The things that I don't like are the bladder activity. What's with the frequent trips to the bathroom? Why can't we just not let everything out one time instead of 1,000 trips to the bathroom a day? I cannot handle it. I cannot handle it. Like, my bladder it's like it works in overdrive. And especially at night, because I'm a tea lover. I love to drink tea. I love to have that last cup of tea before I go to bed. But I know that if I do that, then I'm done for the evening. It's like frequent trips up and down to the bathroom. But you know what the thing that's irritating the most is that you go to the bathroom, you have a good pee, and then you come back, and then it's like you're not finished. And you got to go back again. And it's just for a little sprinkle. You got to go back again for a few little drops. And it's those few little drops that make you so uncomfortable if you don't like get it all out. So now like I sit on, when I go to the bathroom to have a wee, I sit a little bit longer to make sure everything comes out, because it's really frustrating that up and down frequent. I can't drink as much as I want to, because I know that I'm constantly up and down to the bathroom. And I drink a lot of water now, which is something that I love to do now. And I'm noticing that because I drink a lot of water, and like I say, I enjoy my tea, I'm up and down to the bathroom. And it frustrates me that it just doesn't all come out at once. And I've been doing the bladder exercises and the Kegels and the whatnot. I do all of that, and I'm still having a problem with frequent trips to the bathroom. So I don't like that. Definitely don't like. And this is a recent thing. It's not something I've experienced before, so I know it's happened ever since I've crossed over to the 40 side. The sore muscles and the sore bones. What's with your bones like popping and locking whenever they just feel like it? You just hear cracks. Cracks out of nowhere. That finishes me. I'm like, first thing in the morning when I get out of bed, it's like it's locking back into place. Or when I get up too fast, when I sit down too fast, it's like your bones just have a mind of their own, that they just start popping and locking whenever they feel like it. And the sore muscles. Now, I know that I'm not as active as I actually should be. I am active, but not as I should be. I will definitely admit that. But I'm noticing also that when I work out, when I walk, when I like do a little bit of activity, it takes longer for my muscles to relax. I'm sore for a lot longer. My muscles are sore for a lot longer. So I don't know what that's about. I don't know if it's an age thing. I don't know if it's a fitness thing. I don't know what that is about. But yeah, that's something that I've noticed that I don't like. That my muscles stay sore for long. And I don't like sore muscles because it's painful. It's painful. The indigestion. Why are we having indigestion? Why? Like, what's the purpose of it? I've never had indigestion a day in my life prior. But all of a sudden, randomly I'll just have indigestion. So I don't know what goes on with that. I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable. I hate that acid reflux thing that happens. Like I said, I've never experienced these things. I don't know what they're like. I would see my husband complaining about heartburn and indigestion and all of this stuff. Again, I don't know if it's an age thing or if it's just a diet thing, a health thing, but it's something that I'm now recently experiencing that I don't like. I don't like the indigestion story. The weight fluctuation. Again, I know that I'm not as active as I should be, and that's all on me. But yeah, my weight just goes up and down whenever it feels like it. 1 minute I'm 5 kgs lighter, then I'm 3 kgs heavier, and it's like up and down. And I'm probably not at my ideal weight, but I'm also not at a place where like my weight is like I gotta lose weight. No. I believe in just being healthy, having a healthy diet, and being active, and just living a good, positive, healthy life. And that's just where I'm at in my life right now. So I'm not one that focuses solely on, oh my God, I put on weight. Oh my God, I'm losing weight. But I have noticed that the weight fluctuation is a thing. 1 week, like I say, I'm lighter. 1 week, I'm heavier. It could be also because of my food portions getting smaller. I don't know. But it's also something. Because sometimes also I notice, like with my clothes, sometimes I'll see a thing, or I'll try or put on a thing that I think fits me and I'm comfortable in, and then I put it on, like, there's a little bit of tightness there, man. There's not room to move as freely as I used to 2 weeks ago. So that's where I get irritated with it. And then out of the blue, I'll put on the same thing maybe a month later and it fits me perfectly, So yeah, I don't like the weight fluctuation. I suppose it's nice when you've lost the kilos. But yeah, I don't like that. And then the vitamins that you got to take, guys, not for me. And it's not for me. Not at all. I got to take vitamins now, my supplements, my iron, magnesium, zinc. Well, it's just calcium, a whole lot of vitamins that I've started taking for quite some time. Obviously, to keep my body in check and to keep everything running smoothly. I do try and also eat food that have the vitamins that I do need, so that I don't have to take as much tablets or medication that I'm taking. But I don't like the fact that I have to take vitamins and supplements. And I know it's important to take them, especially as a woman. But I don't like it. I really don't like it. And yeah, those are things I just don't like about this phase in my life. Those are the changes that I'm noticing in my body that I'm not happy with. And then for the things that I do love, because there's definitely things that I'm loving at this stage and phase of my life. Can we talk about, I don't know if I'm the only one, but if I'm not, let me know. Can we talk about the fact that periods become shorter? Like, my cycle is not as long as it used to be, and I am happy about that. I hate periods. It's the worst time of the month for me. Prince knows how I get I dread that time of the month. I just hate everything about it. But let me tell you something. I read an article a couple of months ago, and it actually made me relook and rethink how I see my period. And it mentioned the fact that instead of, because most ladies don't like that time of the month, and the article went something like, I'm going to paraphrase now, I can't remember. But what it was basically saying is that we need to look at our period, our menstruation cycle through a different lens, through the lens of being grateful for what your body is able to do and how healthy your body is, the fact that it can release that which is old and prepare, for new life, prepare for new things that are taking place. And ever since I read that article, whenever it comes to me having my period, I don't say that I'm perfect, but whenever it comes to me having my period now, I'm like, Okay, Lord, thank you. I actually pray about it. Thank you that my body is doing what you intended for it to do. Thank you that it's showing signs that it's healthy. There's no problems. It's letting go of what's old. It's letting go of what doesn't need to be there. I don't have problems with cysts or fibroids or, any kind of diseases or illnesses or sicknesses related to my reproductive system. Everything is working. Everything is working as it should. As it should. And that's basically what your period is every month. It's just letting you know that everything is working the way it's supposed to. Everything is on track. And that's something to be thankful for. And that's something to be grateful for, because there are many women out there that are struggling, with PCOS and ovarian cysts and fibroids and a lot of stuff related to femininity and your reproductive system. So for the fact that I don't have those issues now, I'm very grateful and I'm thankful that everything is working the way that it should. And I'm even more thankful that it's not as long as it used to be. I think my cycle used to be between 5 to 7 days when I was younger. My ever end. But now I've noticed that my cycle is a lot shorter. It's like 3 to 4 days, like 4 days sometimes, but most of the time it's like 3 days. And I'm like, wow, I just love it. I love it. I'm waiting for the day when it's like completely gone. But until then, I am grateful and I'm loving the fact that we are getting less and less in days. So that I absolutely love. I'm rejoicing in that. And then I'm finding also that my skin is glowing. My skin really is glowing the older that I'm becoming. And I know there's a lot of contributing factors to that. Like I say, it's my perspective on life now. It's how I deal with things. It's me getting rid of a whole lot of toxic energy, toxic vibes, me getting rid of a whole lot of baggage, unwanted, unnecessary things. It's being healthier. It's just being happier and more joyful about life. I know that those are contributing factors to my skin glowing. And also, like I mentioned, which is also something that I enjoy, is the fact that I love to drink a lot of water. I never used to like water. You give me cool drink, give me juice, give me anything that is sweet, and I would bypass the water. But now I've noticed that I'm actually starting to drink. I've actually started to drink a lot more water. Not 8 glasses a day, but I drink a lot of water daily, more than I used to. And I know that also contributes to the fact that my skin is a lot clearer. It's glowing a lot more. So that I'm enjoying. I am enjoying that a lot. That my skin, I wear less makeup. Sometimes I wear no makeup. And I'm very comfortable with that, because there was a time where every time I stepped out of the house, even though I started using makeup late in my life, when I did start using it and I was having acne problems, every time I stepped out of the house, I would put makeup on or concealer on or something. But now I'm not there anymore. It's like I can go days without makeup unless I'm going to somewhere very special or somewhere very important. Then I'll put makeup, and even when I do, it's not a lot. So I love the fact that my skin can do what it needs to do for itself, and it's looking good and it's feeling good, and I have less acne and I have less breakouts. And that's just because of choices about life and choices about living, and that's what that is. And the last thing I love about crossing over, they say that life begins at 40. Nice things happen at 40. Can we talk about the sex drive? The libido. The libido is libidoing once you enter into your 40s. Yeah, something is, for me, it felt like there was a switch, a shift. I don't know if it was a mental thing, a hormonal thing, I don't know. But whatever it is, I'm not complaining, and I know my man's is not complaining either. He is enjoying the benefits of the libidoing. Yeah, my sex drive is increased. It's healthy. It's beautiful. Now, I don't say that I'm a machine or I'm, no. I have my days where I'm like, let's put a pause on that. But I think for the most part, I really am feeling sexy. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling especially when it comes to the bedroom, I'm just feeling like, I'm feeling zhuzh. If that's a word, I can't describe it, I can't explain it. But all I know that, yeah, things have leveled up quite a bit in the bedroom, and I am loving it. Because we know that, the things make you feel the things that lead to good things, but that's something that I'm enjoying right now, is that, like I said, my libido is healthy. It's doing the things that need to be done. And everybody, well, not everybody, just me and my mans are happy about it at this moment. I don't know if it gets better. I don't know what it's going to look like 5 years from now, 3 years from now, 10 years from now. But for where I am right now, I am absolutely enjoying that. Absolutely enjoying that. So yeah, these are the changes that my body has gone through physically, sometimes or somewhat emotionally. And we're just going to see where this continues to go. I've just entered into, as I'm 41, I've just entered into this 4th decade of my life, and I'm just loving it. I'm loving life. I'm loving everything about me. I'm loving everything that's going on around me. I'm loving the way that I'm seeing life right now. And I don't know what's to come. I don't know what the rest of this decade does look like for me, but I am just excited to embrace all the changes, good and bad, because you can't have the good without the bad. And we're going to navigate through the bad, and we're going to celebrate the good. And that's where I'm at. So if you are in your 40s, over your 40s, mid 40s, late 40s, I don't know, just hit me up in the comments. Let's have a conversation about it. Let's have a conversation about the changes that are happening. Let's see how we can help each other, encourage one another, uplift one another, advise and tip each other. And yeah, let's just continue living life as a fabulous 40-something-year-old. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed this episode, guys. I hope you had as much fun as I did. I hope you learned something. I hope you took something away from this. Drop me a comment, give us a like, share it with somebody that you know. I would love to hear from you. And I want to end this conversation with what I know for sure. And I think today what I know for sure, that life is complicated. Life is always going to be complicated. But there's always a silver lining in those complications of life. We just got to find it. And that's what I know for sure. So I look forward to getting back on the couch with you next week and having more good conversation. Cheers, guys. I love you, but God loves you way more than I do.